this card, the only extra thing you're going to need is a hole punch. And I'm going to show you a variation for this card. The one that I did in the kit, I poked a hole and then wrapped it around and then tucked it in behind. You can do it however you would like. Your card, your choice, your rules. I love that about creativity and card making. This kit includes a piece of the designer series paper from the Marian Bright paper kit, which was available for the Christmas 2023 catalog. I love it so much. I bought so many packs and I've actually used it a lot. This is going to be for teacher appreciation at our school next week. So yeah, it is. I love it. It's so bright and cheerful. I've punched out the tag again from the Thoughtful Expressions die pack and a piece of coordinating cardstock. This one is Lemon Lime Twist. Now, for my kit, I did a paper saver. Die cut right out of the center because it's not going to matter. It is going to be hidden. I love paper savers. They are one of my very most favorite things. Our card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 as usual. Now we're just going to go ahead and put some adhesive onto our matte layer. Actually, a little bit preemptive in that one. So we are going to do it this way because I need to wrap. Actually, no, I don't, because for this one, I'm doing something different. Sorry. Creativity in progress, brain cells not functioning. All right, so we've got this. Then we're going to put our matte layer on top. Now for this card, you can do whatever sentiment you would like that will fit. I think I'm going to use the hello from the, which stamp set is this one? Heartfelt Hellos, which is a freebie during Celebration, which only goes until the end of February 2024. So there's an extra day for, crafty shopping this year, which is super fun. I actually had a conversation with my son about how birthdays on a leap year work. He's absolutely convinced because leap years only happen every 4 years that nobody is born actually on the 29th of February, and convincing him otherwise was a feat for Google. Even Google couldn't convince him. All right, so there is our sentiment stamped. I'll find a spot for my block that's not going to get into the middle of anything and cover back up our ink because bad things can happen. All right, for this one, all we're going to do is punch center-ish on this little part that bubbles out. Just kind of eyeball. Actually, this way makes it easier to eyeball. Punch. And then if you were particularly particular with how precise you are, you could always measure with a ruler. I'm not usually, no, it's not straight, but it's fine. All right, so what we're going to do for this guy is just make some tags, and we're going to have little flag ends. So we're going to do the same thing that I did on the other one, which was just loop it, and loop it. Actually, yeah, we will. You do have quite a length of ribbon here, so you can actually, if you wanted to, add as many loops as you want. I've got 4 here, and then I'm just going to simply feed it through and then tie it. Actually, idea formulating. I'm not going to tie it that way though. We're going to tie it this way. And then I'm just going to tie knots, and then the fringe there. that fringe piece and then cut that fringe piece. And then you just kind of play with it to fan them out a bit. And then we'll do the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, make them a little bit smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when you're done, you can absolutely go ahead and trim them up as well, which I might have to do on the other side. Because helpful hint would have been to do all of the loops at once and then trim. All right, so let's see if we can actually tie a bow or tie a knot with these. This is where leaving I usually do, except when I am prepping for a class, I usually do have my ribbon on the spool, because then you don't need to worry about trying to make things fit that do not want to fit. But because I am stubborn, I will do my very best to make this work. All right, poke it through with the scissors maybe. There we go. And tie a knot. It's going to be a major miracle if I can get the second go around done. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the second knot, but I think that I should be able. Yeah, that might be tight enough actually. All right. Yeah, that'll be tight enough to make it stay. All right, and then just trim as desired. I like this ribbon. It doesn't tend to fray unless you're working on a very teeny tiny edge. And then, well, all right, so there's our little tag. You can do a vertical or horizontal, whichever way you prefer. I am going to pop it up onto some dimensionals here. So I've given you a few ideas for the cards on the PDF and in the videos, but feel free to play and to change and to twist it as much as you want to when you're creating. Because I often find during a class, that's my favorite part of a class actually, is I present an idea and then people put their own spin on it. I love to see how the creative wheels start to spin as you're making and creating. So hopefully you've gotten a few ideas. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I hope you enjoyed the class.